Hello everyone, I'm the writer, and welcome back to Destines! And happy belated Valentine's Day! It doesn't matter if you spent it with someone you love, or your boyfriend, or girlfriend, or your partner, or you're with your friends or family. As long as you had a fun day and enjoyed the discount chocolate, it's good. Anyway, let's get right back into it. Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least. I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon? Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackwell was playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit. Wait, what about the investigation? Back! Eek! Whoa, Tripsy, welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep. I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about the tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick? I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in their escape, and whoever did that was Tenma Taro that Mr. Flinch and Jinxie saw. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. The real fight starts right now! Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear! 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Unnecessary evidence has disappeared in Trussy's magic panties. I wonder where all that stuff goes. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime! Vámonos, Apollo, vámonos! Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct? Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so... Wonder if he'll be like this... Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, a sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Wow. Let's get to the evidence. Let's get the evidence we need. The air duct isn't the key. We know the Tenma Taro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, the killer left the fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence here. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry. I've brought a stepladder. Happy hunting. How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Well, here goes nothing. There's a thick layer of dust in here. I would hate that for my nose. I don't get it. Find anything? Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. So, what'd you find? You know how dust collects on something when nobody used it for a long time? Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Dang! Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail? I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through that duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And if that's true, Mayor Tenma's going to be fingered as the killer. What? If we don't turn things around quickly... In justice we trust! Ah! Ha ha ha! Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Ah!
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
And I'm back to my old devastated self. Aw, come on! Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man! Bring it on! Let me suffer in peace. Oh my god! Ha ha! Justice prevails once more!
It's not over yet! And besides, picking someone when they're down is what bad guys do!
Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice!
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here!
Information about the investigation? Alright, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again! Understood?
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai, he really wants a conviction at all cost.
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad. Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write dotard 1,000 times. That whole yokai business is most likely a play to win a conviction. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Tenma planted the yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right! I like to see him prove it!
Whoa, calm down. He does have any evidence, direct evidence, but he did find this. It was at the base of the cliff just outside the Kyubei Manor. He's in prison. Who found this? Wait, that isn't the staff Tenma Taro was supposedly carrying, was it? The one and only! Miss Tenma had no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way! Well, what about Prince?
Oh, Emma, I miss you. Nope, no Prince, but if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway. Well, Prince or no Prince, it's going to work in our favor. Sounds like the staff might belong to the mansion. But if that's the case, then where in the mansion did Tenma Taro get it from? Did Prosecutor Blackwell figure out that the victim was the Amazing Ninetales? He did indeed! He is a sharp one, alright! He figured it out while investigating the manipulative merger and the victim's past. The Amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger! And Mayor Dane Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero! The Amazing Ninetales fans are so angry they even tried to storm the detention center! Oh my god in heaven.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestler hero was murdered. They must be shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales?
The wrestler's mask was more precious than his own life. He never unmasked himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to move each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
She spoke with the passion of only a fan could appreciate.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that Mayor Tenma is not only Jinxie's father, but our client?
Oh, yeah.
You be careful now. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure four-leg block. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know? Now that you mention it! Our suspect is suffering a partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something. He did? What did he say? He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words, I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals. And other things of that nature. I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered. Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell's busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha ha!
What now, Apollo?
How about we be grouping back at the agency?
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there.
Is that what that is? Is he even here? Maybe I'll go read over some past cases. And I'll go do some research on exorcism.
Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we were at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time, it's like we're bound and gagged, too.
Don't forget blindfolded with their ears plugged up. Ooh, and monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here, too.
Mr. Right!
How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
I think it's safe to say that things have gone hairier than before.
Really? What happened? Can I give you my badge? Your attorney's badge, huh? I used to show mine to everyone. Why? You know, I never really thought about it. But I could ask you the same question. I'm a lawyer, that's why. Me? Well, I guess I could say I show it because there's someone to show it to. Or something I like that. When you say it like that, it sounds kind of, I don't know, philosophical. I guess it does. Or does it? I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know, I've never had to defend a yokai before. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice!
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped the Forbidden Chamber. Yeah, well, we just found out our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
How are we going to get out of this one?
The worst of times are when the lawyers have to force their brightest smiles. Aww.
Force a smile.
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. Phoenix, Ace Attorney 2 happened. Just pointing that out there. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Oh, God. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so it's Edgeworth. You both went on a date. Just say it. Oh, I guess you were never very far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her, and I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. Oh, it's nothing special. Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology of hers.
It's just, I thought if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I have to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Oh, college must have been rough. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
Alright, I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst times are when the lawyers have to force their brightest smiles.
And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright? Yes? I'm going to go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center.
Mayor Tenma, we want to talk to you about something.
Caw. So my minions have returned.
Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai.
I wonder if you'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again. Silence, peddler of the legal trade! Fear me, for these imprisoning bulls have great haste!
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should be helping him with his freedom.
Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed. You know what I mean? You can clear me of these charges. I shall help in whatever manner I can. Now, ask me of what you will. I suppose it's worth a shot. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing? Indeed, the remnants of Tenma, king of the underworld, they be. The day when I once again dominate the world is at hand. Caw, 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 caw!
The prosecution claims that the feathers and the tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once.
Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Grr, well now, Damien appears to still reside within this body, but I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damon! I guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. Is 37 logic? I don't know. You didn't kill Alderman Cube, did you? I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving him nothing but dust. Yikes! So, you're saying that there must have been somebody else in there? Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he even clubbed with a statue. I'm gonna ask about this too. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me? Indeed, I have. I regurgitated this key, but a short while ago. Wait, what? Behold, the key to the forbidden chamber. Wow! Is regurgitated one of your demonic powers too? He ate it? Bah! I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer, did Damon, whereupon he swallowed it. He sought to bar the killer entry to the forbidden chamber. He did eat the key. Okay. So he wanted to keep it shut tight. But no fingerprint show you find upon that key. How do you know that? Wait, is that one of your... is that another one of your demonic powers then? Foolish mortal. You would have me, Tenmatar, act as some asinine alchemist. But I asked the jailer, and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw! Always an honor to serve your malevolence! Guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of.
Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere around the door.
Curse that infernal door! But if I had known its manner of opening long ago, I would have made my return.
He has a point there.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about how this whole thing works. I feel like Apollo's just fed up at this point. Okay, I think I need to show you something. What is it? This? Yeah, I think I showed you this. You were clubbed with this? What, I ask, is that? The statue was found at the scene. Someone hit the Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder. Let me see whether Damon knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Cube, it would seem. He, however, had no chance of seeing it, and now, for all the cloth did conceal it. Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck. That Damon does not know. A secret gift? Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it. I should question him about the blackmail letter, too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. Okay. Where is it here? Why this? It's that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damon. Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? Caw, caw, caw! You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal. Who placed this in the alderman's pocket? Very few who knew the alder was in Damon's briefcase. So whoever knew the blackmail letter was being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in the theft and the placement in the alderman's pockets. Could it have been his doing? Mr. Mayor, Mr. Taro, did you just remember something? Indeed I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damon's aide, Florent LaBelle. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going on a bit of a tangent here. But have any of you seen Ace Attorney, The Great Ace Attorney 2? One of the characters is called William Shakespeare. He reminds me of a lot of him in some aspects. Is it possible they're related? I do not know. Anyway, back to this. Full knowledge of briefcase contents that aide possesses. Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for. That is preposterous. He's the most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damon. So was Jafar, but look how that ended.
It seems like Mayor Tenma's a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge! Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail letter in the alderman's pockets. Look out, Florent LaBelle. Here comes justice!
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals!
Oh my God, Athena. Thanks for the help. You've just given us a major lead.
There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber?
You should probably search it for clues.
Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jancy. Maybe she can help. Okay. Hey, isn't that... Oh.
Grr, you dare imprison me. Jinxie! She's acting really strange.
Oh God in heaven, what's happening?
That loathsome no-good nine-tailed fox. He shall know the terror that is mine in despair. Grr, grr. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you.
Jinxie, are you alright?
Eek! Ah! Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Warning, Jinxie.
Warning? Isn't it already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap before back at the manor. Oh no! It must have been the...
Okay, I'm gonna butcher this.
Makaragashia!
Makaragashi?
Ever awake after restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway?
Sleepwalking?
Well, it's that yokai spot. The Makaragashi preys on people while they're asleep.
Sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight or maybe a snug sleeping bag.
Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me.
I see we have more of than adequate demonstration of that just now.
I better reply them.
Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
Ah, there's something I wanted to tell you too. I remember something else.
You did? What was it? Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing that was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers in the tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
Why didn't you say anything? Wait, what? Are you sure?
My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying that they were left at the crime scene after you found it?
This could spell major trouble, Apollo.
Why?
Because Jinxie already accused of leaving the feathers in the tracks of the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it would totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Ah!
Jinxie's fuzzy memory
of the whole instance is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that.
Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the forbidden chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
Secret mechanism? Really?
It's hidden in the fox chamber. Only the Alderman Cuban knew what it was and how it worked.
The Alderman of the Nine-Tails Vale sure loves his secrets.
Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism.
Whoa, slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. Even the Manor's Master Key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that must have never be opened.
Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Tenma took the key from the killer and swallowed it. So
the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain.
That's interesting. I think I have to show you the statue too. Oh, wait, now it's not going anywhere. Alderman Cube made that statue! It's a token of goodwill!
I think it was meant to be for Ninetales Vale in Tenma Town.
A token of goodwill. But the two yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup's portion is missing.
Cup? Oh, it's a stand for a ball. Okay.
The statue.
Oh, or that. Never mind.
Originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look like that way now, does it?
Maybe it was broken and was used to hit Mayor Tenma in the head.
That would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew that it really looked like were the Alderman and I. Maybe it's just me, but the symbol of goodwill will forever be etched in my memory.
That's nice. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No, that's about it.
Oh, Mother of God! Ah, my bracelet, it's reacting! Jinxie, you won't happen to be... Injustice we trust! Yikes! Eek! The ghost! Ah! Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here? I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her.
Question me? Sorry, not interested.
Are you here to ask about the Yokai affair? That's right. Specifically, we want to ask... Ah, but I can't tell you now, can I? Ha 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 ha!
Oh, come on, please. We're partners in justice, right?
No, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust. The
Twisted Samurai
sure has him on a short leash. I'm sorry, guys. I'm messing up the voices.
So you're not a ghost. Maybe some sort of urban troll, then?
Wow. Now come along, Miss Tenma. To the station with you.
He took her away.
Missed my chance to see what she was lying about.
Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out.
I just hope they let us in now. Oh, God in heaven. Oh, what's an absolute fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest wazoo. Perhaps I should place one aside for a dearly departed alderman.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what.
Oh yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter. Why, but isn't it the mayor's little lawyers? What do you want with moi? Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. Where's that ring coming from? You have to excuse me. Hello? LaBelle here? What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones? Yes, about that, you must forgive me. This whole matter with Tenma has been a complete nightmare. Flip phones exist, but Athena clearly has the technology that defies that. Alright.
Where do you buy clothes like that?
Aren't you from Europe? Oh, surprised. This is my own special design. It is the ultimate in functional beauty. Functional beauty. Are you sure about that? Looks a bit unwieldy to me. Ah! You must simply don't have an eye for beauty. If having an eye for beauty means looking like this guy, I'd rather be blind. So, what did you want with me? Both Jinxie and Mr. Flynn say they saw Tenma Taro, but what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the fort, why didn't you see— Ah! Very well. I admit it. That's right. I, Florette LaBelle, saw the demon Tenma Taro. So we did see something. Then why did you lie about not seeing him? I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers. Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenma Taro. Oh, for the love of God! That's a new one to me. Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about Tenma Taro sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect. Tell us more about that rumor! So, what was the rumor about Jinxie? They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly when she starts wandering around doing strange things. Is that so? Although, come to think of it...
That loss of no good night tales fail. He shall know the terror that is mine and despair.
That certainly would explain how she was acting earlier. Once she even put a Tenma Taro costume on and wandered around the woods at night. She did? Ugh, I wish I never asked. Does she remember anything while she was possessed? Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes. Memory loss during possession. Come to think of it, her memory of the medicine was quite fuzzy. I suppose that too was caused by her possession. Ah! Then maybe... Ah! So, do you understand? The whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now wait a minute! Although that yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene, did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself? Hello, let's ask Mayor Tenma about Jinxie's episode the next time we talk with him. You suck. You would accuse a child of murder. I think that's just awful. Speaking of which, of awfulness... What is that? It's a blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Alderman Cubey. It was sent to Mayor Tenma. And? Your point being? Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase. And then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you do not say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in the briefcase. So naturally you Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall off your eyes. Or my eyes fall off their sockets. Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place? Well... My only crime is being both as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. You can't destroy evidence like that! What do you mean I can't? I just did. That's obstruction and witness and evidence tampering. I feel a little lighter now. You just won a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy! Is Claver on the list? Are we done with your silly questions now? I am very busy man, you know. I guess that's it for now. Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I do not. I don't understand. As the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to add my good looks to the world. Stop the bus. I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Je suis la belle brand photos. It's the crown jewel of my collection, one of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that this has become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it. It's just for moi. Then why are you advertising it? It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest product. I'm calling it Cure Me La Belle. A dazzling haircut that you can wash out with just water. Guess that means you can't sweat. I have 7 colors. You can find out more in my commercials and magazines ads. And yet it's not available to the public? Great sales strategy there, genius!
Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color changed since the last time we met.
Ah, the little lady has quite the discerning eye. Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift from one who truly appreciates beauty.
Oh, Apollo, what should I do?
Better take it before you get your face full of cologne.
Good points. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle.
Chucks it up into the garbage. Okay, let's head over to the Fox Chamber. We still gotta find the secret mechanism for opening the Forbidden Chamber. I'm gonna move there because I don't like your face and I want to punch it. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here now. So, thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Have a wonderful day and happy belated Valentine's Day. Bye!